Hi, this is David White coming to you again from Austin, Texas, with the 16th in the series that we call A Perfect Life. Tonight we'll be dealing with the sixth beatitude. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. The first four beatitudes that we've looked at deal with how we relate to God. Fifth, sixth, and seventh deal with how we relate to other people. And then the eighth one deals with how others relate to us. Now this sixth beatitude, I'm convinced anyway, pertains to how we relate to other people. There are some words in here that, as there always are, that have rather technical meanings, and I thought we might look at those. First of all, the word pure. As it's used here, the word pure, I believe, has to do with without guile or any manipulative desire. Certainly, if we're going to have any purity with regard to dealing with other people, it'll have to be without guile or the desire to manipulate that other person or those other people. And as we all know, that's quite rare in our society today. For instance, one of the great or often used moral statements in our society is honesty is the best policy. And I wonder if when we use that, do we mean in the long run it'll get you more business or do a lot for you? Or do we simply mean honesty is just the right way to be? The next word we need to look at here is heart. Heart, it seems to me, is what we in modern day call psychology. It's the inner part of our being that allows us to just really know. Far supersedes any head knowledge we have. Brain knowledge, I call it, just connotes what I think. But my heart knowledge is what my knower knows. And then there's the word see. There's three different uses for the word see. One is a seeing with the eye, as I'm seeing this screen right now. The other is with the ear. In school, when Miss Golden, the algebra teacher, was teaching algebra, a few times I saw or I understood the concept. And so I'd say, I see. The third usage of the word see is to know with our heart. Old St. Paul over in the second chapter of 1 Corinthians, the 9th verse said, Eye hath not seen nor ear heard. Eye hath not seen nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which God hath prepared for them that love him. Entered into the heart of man. And this is the type of seeing that we're talking about when we deal with this beatitude, I believe. Or that's what I believe for me. Now, in one of his earlier books, C.S. Lewis wrote a book called The Screwtape Letters. Screwtape was a senior devil And it was his mission to train uh, his underling Wormwood in how to corrupt human beings. And he did so with a series of letters. And there's a passage in one of them that I thought I might read here. This is Screwtape writing to Wormwood. If you're going to be successful in misdirecting human beings, you should learn to explain the human's unfortunate ability to lie to himself and believe the lie. Now, the reason I read that is that it seems to me that in order for me or us to see God in another person, we have to first be able to take an honest inventory of our own motives. What is my motive in dealing with this person? Am I trying to manipulate this person, or is there some way that I'm using guile to relate to this person? And once we have been able to successfully inventory our heart and honestly come to the realization that we have no ulterior motives, that's when I believe we can see God in another person. I hope I don't embarrass anybody by a couple of examples I'm about to use. I was in the insurance business for 22 years actively, and I followed the honesty is the best policy, but I'm not sure for the right reasons. Well, I know a lot of the time not for the right reasons. But my wife went in the insurance business 20 years ago. She works totally on commission. And she never ceases to amaze me that I don't think she even owns a commission statement. With her and her clients, it's all about how she can help them. This is what we talk about when we talk about our business at night. And this has been going on for 20 years. And I just stand in awe of somebody in business who can live from that point of view. I hope I don't embarrass her by telling her story. I have in my life right now a couple of relationships. One is with a 25-year-old man. He's a former student, and we may have started out as student teacher, but that's long since gone by the way. We just share. We share the things of life with each other, with open hearts, no reservations, no fear of being manipulated or used, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. The other is a 21-year-old woman who is a co-ed at UT, and have the same relationship with her as I have with the boy. These people certainly aren't angels. They've seen a lot of life, as I have. But we just talk to each other about the things of life. They ask me my experiences. I talk to them about, or ask them about their experiences. It's just as though there wasn't 50 years age difference. It's an amazing thing. But I see God in those people. I'm not talking about seeing the good in those people or putting the best light on those people. I'm talking about I see God working in human lives and His power, whether we're wanting to find Him or not. Thank you for coming this time, and I'll remind you that our Gmail address is white1091@gmail.com. Till next time, I hope you have a good time. Good night.